friends, this is Jazz, bringing you a type of video that I brought last year, but it's a different topic. It's what trading cards mean to me. Yeah. So, I'm going to be talking about some childhood memories and then just in general about what the whole form of trading cards mean to me. To start with, they're a big part of my channel. And through this video, you'll see a lot of footage of my openings that you've already seen, just for reference and that. But yeah, in my childhood, the biggest two parts were Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember getting a special card at Pokemon, the first movie. I forget what it was. I wish I was able to have a picture or a video, but again, a child couldn't do that. And I did collect Pokemon cards on and off through my childhood. I know that. But the biggest trading card of my childhood, I would have to say, is Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I love Pokemon as a whole in general. But for the cards itself, Yu-Gi-Oh! Were the biggest part of my childhood. I remember I collected them in like late elementary school, early middle school. One of my earliest memories I remember was that my aunt's nephew, who, even though he was younger than me at the time, by at least 3 to 4 years, well, cheated me. But again, he was a young kid. I was like, 11 to 13. And I didn't quite understand the value of cards. I forget what card I even traded, but I know I wanted the Lava Battle Guard card that he had. And I'll just say, for this example, I'll say Dark Magician, because that's probably the biggest, next to Blue Eyes White Dragon, that's one of the biggest backs that I could have blown off. And I remember trading it, and like, even though he was younger than me, he understood a little bit more the value of these cards. And, well, let's just say my mom growled at me. But again, he was a kid, I was a kid. If I was a kid like him, okay, I wouldn't say I would, 'cause I'm a terrible liar, both at the act of doing it and the moral compass. But most kids his age would do something like that. And that was a common thing. Not a nice thing, but a common thing. So I don't hold anything against him right now. To be fair, it's more of a funny memory now, but it was a big part of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Memories that I had. The sad thing is that I did get rid of a lot of my, Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards in about high school. But I do remember that in middle school, I was a part of this group, pretty much all of them boys, who played Yu-Gi-Oh! In middle school. There was one guy who was the leader who, again, like any kid, didn't fully understand, I don't think, the concept of the game, and kind of made his own rules. Hindsight now, I know that was cheating, but again, if I were to go and try to play the game now, I'd probably want to try to pull one of the same thing if I didn't have such a big moral compass. The game right now, like, I thought Yu-Gi-Oh! Was hard back then. Oh boy. Yeah, I wouldn't fully understand the rules now that I did then. I had an easier time playing it then, right? Like, but it was fun. It was one time I felt part of a group, and I'll always have those fond memories of it there. But I got rid of most of them in high school because I'm like, I'm too cool for that now. I did start rebuilding my collection, but I kind of still hit myself for it. But I did keep, I think, most of the Pokemon cards, because Pokemon was always part of my childhood and it was more sentimental. Another memory I have of childhood is not exactly Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon, but Digimon. Yeah, I, again, sadly don't own these cards anymore, but they actually had a Digimon set, a trading card game, like, including a deck. And I know my aunt's nephew, the older one of the two, he was older than me by a few months, and him and I split on it. So it was our set of Digimon trading cards, and we played them, and I had so much fun with it. Like, back then when we were kids, like, we were about 10 years old, maybe younger, just a little younger, maybe 9. It was a big thing. It was like, what, $20, $25 or something. I don't remember, but it was pricey for a kid. So we split on it, and we had so much fun again. Eventually, I think it went to me, and then I got it, and I feel so stupid now because they would have been so valuable to have, but it was a fun memory because I grew up with my aunt's nephews, and it's one of those things that I hold very dear to my heart, right? So, off my childhood memories a little bit, and onto one memory I had a few years ago with Pokemon cards. I went to Pokemon Day. I actually did a video on that on my channel, and you'll probably see that as in footage. But I was able to go to EB Games, and it's funny, at first I'm like, ooh, is this only meant for kids? But the woman was so chill about it, right? She told me to try to avoid trading with the younger ones there, because, like, I understand the value of the cards that they may not, and they didn't want them being taken advantage of. Oh boy, now that reminds me of that whole thing with my Yu-Gi-Oh card. Yeah, kids don't quite understand the value. That's my point, right? But there was a binder there that you could still trade any card in, right? And she allowed me to trade with her there. So even though I wasn't trading with a bunch of other people, I still got out and I got my worth of stuff there. Like, the woman was so nice about it, understanding that I was a little bit different, maybe. But I also understood her reason, me not wanting to actually go over there and trade with the other kids there. I fully understood that. Again, being taken advantage of myself when I was younger, I can understand how easy it is, but it was a really fun experience for me. It was just so cool and memorable. So, like I said earlier, trading cards are a big part of my YouTube channel. Now, you could argue, well, so, did you have a childhood with Magic the Gathering? Nope. I don't think I would have been allowed to collect them back then, because it's more of an adult series. And I'll confess, I started the Magic the Gathering cards for this channel. It's something different, because I did open trading cards, and I knew it was popular, and I do not understand the game. Guys, again, I don't play any of these games anymore, but I love the look of them, especially Magic the Gathering. My gosh, like, I started collecting them just, for the channel, open them on the channel. Then I started to really appreciate the art of it. So I collect Magic the Gathering mainly for the art of it. And, man, so as an adult, I'm starting to fully appreciate the artwork of things, right? Same thing with Disney Lorcana. I mean, if I played any of the trading card games again, it would probably be Pokemon. Because every single card game, even Disney Lorcana to a degree, has a bit of a complicated rule set. And again, maybe I will try to look at some tutorials of some of these games where I can at least understand, what I'm talking about. But that's also why now I include pictures in the corner that's big enough for you to read what the text is. That way you guys could read it like yourself, and then you could research it yourself without me having to overly understand everything. Because, yeah, I'll admit, I am not the greatest when it comes to the rules of the games, or even playing the games. But for me, I think if you're enjoying them, then why worry about playing the game? If you have your own way to appreciate and enjoy them, collect them. Some people are just collectors, and I'm at that point in my life now, right? I have tried to get a few decks where I can learn the rules. Like, I got a Magic the Gathering deck. I don't know if I ever fully showed you that deck. I will try to if I hadn't. But, and again, Disney Lorcana. I love Disney, too. So I collect them for that reason as well. The chaotic cards, again, that was another part of my childhood that I don't remember very much about. But I do have those cards left over that I actually never got rid of. And that's the ones that I show you off there. So, yeah, I owe a lot to trading cards. Like, it gave me a great childhood along with video games. It became a cornerstone in my channel. It is so much fun to collect. Actually, recently, I've been trying to count, you know, how many cards I have, like, in all. You know, and let me see. I'm almost there. I got a... Holy crap! 3,480? Oh, wow. I am really gonna have to cut back. You know, never mind. And you know what? That's a total of all my cards, guys. Without counting the doubles and the unopened packs. So in binders, I have all of them. And okay, guys, I'll be frank, I kind of already knew that, but I also wanted to kind of reveal it to you guys. Like, it is a huge number, though, isn't it? And I'm going to just tell you what I have, you know, for each setting, you know, before I end this. For Pokemon, I have 1,936. A lot, but sounds about right for my Pokemon collection. For Yu-Gi-Oh, I got 875, which is, I believe, the second biggest collection that I have. Again, sounds quite outright. Magic the Gathering, I got 333. More than I thought I would have for Magic the Gathering. Disney Lorcana, I got 69. And these are unique cards. All these are unique cards that I have, not doubles, not ones that are unopened. Hockey, I got 94. So, again, out of all of them, the sports are my least favorite, but I do have them just, you know, to show off. I got 35 football cards. For Chaotic, I got about 96. And finally, Final Fantasy, I got 42. Now, with the Final Fantasy, that'll probably be all I will get because they stopped selling the cards, at least when I was down there anyway. But yeah, guys, these are what's already in the binders. This is not the cards I had opened yet. These are not my doubles that I have of cards. Like 3,480 cards total. My entire trading card collection that are energy cards or unopened cards. I mean, wow, guys. And keep in mind, I got rid of a lot of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards as a child. So if I had kept all of them, I would have had a lot more Yu-Gi-Oh. But even then, I have quite a bit of unique Yu-Gi-Oh cards as well. So, yeah, guys. What do you guys feel about trading cards? What's your favorite type of trading cards? Let me know down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel and like what you see, please subscribe and help this channel a lot. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so you know when new videos are coming out. And I'll see you guys in my next video.